Horsepower Enterprises in Lancaster, Pennsylvania recently completed a major restoration of a unique and rare vehicle. The project was a 1957 Dual Ghia, which is an obscure combination of American muscle with Italian styling and coachwork. The vehicle was the brainchild of Eugene Casserole, the founder of Dual Motors. The modified Dodge chassis were made in Detroit, then shipped to Italy, where they were given their body. They were then shipped back to America, given a Chrysler engine and a transmission.
They're very rare. They built 136 of them originally. There are probably less than 30 of them left on the planet. Most of them have succumbed to rust and just deterioration. Back in the days when these were made, they were really high-line cars, but as time went by, they kind of found their way into junkyards and just places that didn't really respect the car itself.
This particular Dual Ghia was sent to Lancaster by a West Coast owner who had seen Horsepower's work and trusted them to bring the car back to life.
When we got the car, it was rusty basically from the chrome stripe down. So the whole bottom of the car had to be remade, and all of that was completely custom. It was all fabricated from just sheets of metal. And that goes all the way around the front of the car and all the way around the rear. And then of course it has, because it was bodied in Italy, it has a belly pan that basically extends all the way underneath of the car to the transmission tunnel. So all of those pieces for the floor had to be made.
Because of the vehicle's custom styling, nothing was mass produced, meaning no two cars were alike, no two pieces were even the same. The task fell to Horsepower fabricators to literally fill in the blanks where parts were missing.
You want to try and make it symmetrical because you want everything to line up and look good to the eye, but a lot of times that's the biggest challenge, is just to make the car look like it was, or how it was imagined to be when the designers designed it.
Thankfully, Horsepower used another Dual Ghia as a reference point. Parts were designed, hand-built, reproduced, polished, primed, and made better than new.
What seems as trivial as the way the bumper fits the back of the body, we literally had to section the bumper and add dimension to it, and then change the shape of the way it fits the body, and then send it off to the chrome platers and have it re-chromed after we did that.
Nearly half a decade worth of work wrapped up in May, just enough time for the car to board a plane and compete in the Villa d'Este Concorso d'Elegance in Lake Como, Italy. Out of 3,000 entries, roughly 60 were chosen, and this Dual Ghia shined bright.
This car actually got second in class to Steve McQueen's Ferrari 275 GTB. This got the mention of second place, which was outstanding, and it also won Best Interior of the show, and that was as judged by the jury, as it's called. So the judges that actually judged the cars for the entire show, this car won Best Interior. No other American car in the history of the Villa d'Este has ever won Best Interior. That's kind of a big deal.
From Italy, it was flown back to Lancaster, where it was given another makeover to make sure it was perfect before heading to California for the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Once Pebble Beach is over, the Dual Ghia will finally be heading home with its owners. For now, the fabricators, historians, and craftsmen at Horsepower Enterprises can say goodbye to the Dual Ghia, knowing they brought this legend back to life.
To see it go and maybe never see it again, no. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, they're all glass and rubber and plastic and metal. So cars like this are special. To have a hand in it, it's quite an achievement for us as a shop. So, but I'm sure there'll be another one to come along, some other obscure make or something that will be just as challenging and rewarding.